primary variables int a, int b, like that. Same like in the declaration of one-dimensional array, int a of the size, that is data type space array name, and in the square brackets, that is size and semicolon. That is the syntax. Right? Then we executed one program also. Right? Next, declaration. Then only declaration. Okay, I will show that next. Declaration. Next, symbolic constant. How to write symbolic constant? Symbolic constants you can declare. Symbolic constant can be used to specify the array size. Symbolic constants can be used to specify the array size. For example, for the header files only, just define hash define size 5. Okay, you can write void main. Right. Now int mark or marks size semicolon. Same like float, same array of, again that is also size size. If you declare size, then just like this. The syntax is like this. The use of a symbolic constant to specify the size of array makes it convenient to modify the program. That's it. If the size of the array is to be changed later, that's it. You can change later. Yes. Next, initialization. How to initialize? In primary variables, how can you initialize? Students, any one of you? The primary variables, how can you initialize? How can you initialize? At the time of declaration, using assignment statement, no? Using assignment statement, you can initialize the values. Initialization of one-dimensional array. Initialization of 1D array. Initialization one-dimensional array. The general form of the initialization of an array is same. The primary variables, data type, declaration, data type, that is the integer, the identifier equals to some 0 or some constant value or whatever. The int a sum equals to 0, I equals to 1, we assign the values. Same like data type, array name, and the bracket size equals in the flower brackets, write the list of values. List of values are separated by commas, semicolon. This is the syntax of initialization of one-dimensional array. List of values and semicolon. This is syntax. Example int some array number equals number size 4. Suppose 4 values I would like to take. Suppose 101, 102, 103. The values are separated by commas. That's it. Yeah. So in this example, so I will explain. Float. If you want to assign the values, initialize the values. Float array name is a. The numbers I want to give. Float values 4.15, 3.63, whatever. 7.54, whatever values, like the decimal values, real numbers. Right? Same like character. Same like character. Char, name. The name of the array is name, and 4, size is 4. Same. Assign the values. Double quotes. Character should be in the double quotes. \t, \n, r, small a, right? backslash F, whatever. You can write capital A like this. You can take. Characters are included within the single code, right? The array can be initialized by listing the values in the flower brackets. The array will be initialized at the time of the declaration. If the array will be initialized at the time of the declaration, same like in the primary variables, that is called a static kind of initialization. Static kind is called static kind of initialization. If you are the time of the declaration, if you initialize these values are called static kind of initialization. Values not initialized are said to be 0. Not initialize these values said to be 0. In this, 4 values are there. Yeah, the subscripts are starting from 0 to n minus 1. So if size of the array is n, size of the array is n. Values from suppose A of 4. A of 4 is size means A of 4 is the array is size 4. The elements are A of 0 is first element, A of 1 is second element, A of 2 third, A of 4. Right? In the previous example, A of 0 equals to 101. A of 0 equals 101. A of 2 102. A of 1 102 103. A of 4 is sorry. A of 3 not 4. A of 3 equals to 104. Up to n minus n is 4. A of 0 1 2 3 up to n minus 1. Right? Example again, index. Suppose if I store the array name is A, if I want to store 8 values like this. Array values in the continuous memory locations. Array elements are stored. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm taking array is name is array A. This is called array name. Array name. Whatever you are writing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are called index. This is called index. A of 0. A of 0 is having element 5, 6, 12, 7, 0, 9. The elements, array elements. 17, 6, again 6 you can write. Right? 0. All these are elements. Right? The address of the element, first element is 100, suppose. Next element address is 102 because the size of the integer value is 2 bytes. That's why address of first element is 100. The starting address, that's the base address. Then address of second element is 102, 104, 106, 108, 110, 112, 114, 116. The 8 elements up to 116. Right? Suppose same if you initialize the element same like int A of 9. This is A of 9 equals to same. Actually, this is 8. 8 is but how many elements are there? If you write last 0, suppose these 2 are zeros, elements you can write A9 whatever. 5, 6, 12, 7, 0. If you write 0 in the middle, this will consider the element is 0. Last 2 zeros are not considered. The elements are not set. Elements are not. So A of 0, A of 1, A of 2, A of 3, A of 4, A of 5, A of 6. A of 7 not assigned. A of 8 is not assigned the elements. Then we set to the 0. Right? Suppose if you write printf not taken. Right, I will. Right, I will. Printf scan. How to take the primary elements from the keyboard? Primary elements from the keyboard. How can you take? How to read the elements from the keyboard? Students, if you declare int n, if you want to read elements, enter any number. Reading of primary elements is scanf %ld ampersand of n. This is reading. We can take the elements from the keyboard. You can read the values. Same like in the arrays. This is the processing of one-dimensional array. Reading and writing. Processing of 1D array. Right, students? Right. For processing of an array, we generally use the for loop. Right? The loop variable is used at the place of the subscript, loop variable. Right? The initial value of loop variable is taken 0. Just you have 0, you have 1 like that. That's it. Already I told you. Since array subscript starts from 0, that's why initial value of the variable is taken 0. The loop variable is incremented by 1 each time. Loop variable. That's it. You have 0, you have 1 like. So that we can process the next element in the array. That's it. Students, see this example. Reading. How to reading? Reading of array elements. Reading values in array. Reading values in array. How to read? Suppose A of size 10 like this. Size is 10. Now using the for loop, for in this ordinary primary variable, simply scanf percentile ampersand of n semicolon. But using for loop, if you wanted more number, right? For I equals to 0, starting from 0, you have this index I equal 0, I less than or equal to 10, increment I plus plus. Now scanf, some integer values are taking percentile d, ampersand of A of I. Right? Scanf percentile d, ampersand of A of I. That's it. This is the syntax. The syntax for reading the values into array. Right? This is syntax. Now displaying the values. How can you display the values using primary variable? Displaying values in array. How to display values? Printf percentile d, that's a variable name in the primary variable. Same like in the, but here we need to take the for loop. With this one dimension array, one single for loop. I equals to 0, I less than or equals to 10, I plus plus, sorry, printf, taking percent array integer values, that's what, otherwise percentile and A of I, that's it. If you want more than one statement, take the float brackets after for loop. Single line statement, no need to take the. These two are reading the array elements and same like displaying the array elements. These two are syntaxes for right. In a one-dimensional array address, how can you calculate the address of a particular element? The position of the address of the position of the element. Copy this one, students. Right? Simply the base address of array, calculating address. Finding of address of an element. Address of an element, you can calculate like this. One-dimensional array. 1D array address of the position of the element can be found by using the formula. A plus base address of array. I into I is the index of that particular element, size of data type. Size of data type. And this is to calculate the address of the particular element. Right? Address of the location. See, simply, the previous example, you can see. See, you can address location of the, this is index 4, element, fifth element, address location of this. How can you calculate? Base address is 100. Address of A. Address is 100. plus I is index of that element is 4. Index is 4. 4 into which data we have taken, which data type elements, integer type we have taken. The size of the integer is 2 bytes. 2 bytes. So 100 plus 8 is equal to 108. The address location of that particular element is 108. Here 108. You want to calculate any number, any element, address of the any element you can calculate. Right, students? This is address of the fourth element. If I give one more also, 1, 2, 3. Suppose address of this is 200 or 2000 here. First element 2765. Okay, 4 elements. Index is 0, 1, 2, 3. Index. Address of A is 2000. Right? Next, we want to calculate this address. All these are integers. Then address of element 6. Element 6, address of element 6. Base address A plus I into, this is I index. I into size of data type. Size of data type. A address of A is 2000 plus I is index is, suppose this we want to calculate 6. This index is 2. 2 into size of the integer data type is 2 bytes. This is 2000 plus 4. That is 2004. That's it. 2004. Starting address of this is 2004. This is 2002. This is 2006. You can calculate like if you give the continuous memory location, array elements are stored. Right? How to read the elements? How to display the elements? Right. Next. Write a program to input the values in an array and display the elements, array elements. Right? Right? Write a program. Friends, I'm audible. Write a program in C to input the values in an array and display the array elements. Right? Now take the array. Declare int. Right? Array name is A. I am taking A of size. You want to take the size 6. 6 elements I want to take. Comma index. You take the I. Now you want to enter the array elements. You give the printf statement. Printf enter array elements. Enter array elements. That's it. Enter array elements. Now you start that. Using the for loop, you can single for loop. See what is the syntax of reading elements? This is syntax. For this one, for I equal 0, I less than or equal 10, I plus plus. If you, how many elements you want to take? Size is given 6. You take the 6 is well. Okay. If you want to take 10, you can take. I equals to 0, I less than or equal to 6. Right? 6 or 5. Size is given 6. I less than 6. I plus plus. Next scanf. Percentile D. Percent of A of I. It's very important. It's a repeated process. Now print same elements you want to print display. Printf enter array elements are, sorry, printf array elements are elements are right. Then again for loop for I equals to 0 index I less than 6 I plus plus. Again printf. See this syntax. This one for I equals to I less than the index number array size. Printf personally a of I. Don't take the ampersand. For reading the elements, you take the ampersand. Printf centrally. You want to give some space, a tab, the space between elements. Then a of I, semicolon. That's it. This is for reading values. This past printf statement to display the statement. That's it. This is also same.
Sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, ila separate for loop రాసే బదులు nested for loops యూజ్ చేసి కూడా రాయొచ్చు sir. For loop లోనే ఇంకో for loop పెట్టి రాయొచ్చు sir.
ఏంటి?
అదే సార్ ప్రింట్ ఒకటి రీడింగ్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ కి ఒకటి సెపరేట్ ఫర్ లూప్ ఇంకా ప్రింటింగ్ కి సెపరేట్ గా సార్.
How can you write like that?
First for I is equals to 0, I less than 6, I plus plus.
You want to take the two-dimensional elements, rows and columns, you use the nested for loops, rows and columns. But reading, writing, you can't take.
Okay, sir.
Can't take. You take the element, then you display whatever elements you have taken. Within the for loop, you take that. How can you take? It's not possible. You can't take. Try it whether it is possible or not. Yeah. Now see. Yeah, enter array elements. I'm giving 4, 6, 8, 2, 3, 5. 6 elements have given. 4, 6, 8, 2, 3, 6, 8, 2, 3. Array elements are 4, 6, 8, 2, 3, 5. That's it. 6 elements have taken. Right? Right? This is the result. If you want to take small gap, just give the space, that's it. If you give the tab, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 6, 7. That's it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. That's whatever elements you enter. Reading of elements from the keyboard, then display the array elements. Got it, students? How to read the elements? This first printf and this enter array elements to get the information. That's it. And array elements. Text మనం ఏదైతే ఉందో అది ఐడియా కోసం రాస్తుంది. No need to write these two also. You can go directly. If you do not write these two, also you'll get executed. For idea, you'll get this. Will not get anything. 9, 7, 6, 5, 4. That's it. You'll get this. That's it. If you want to give this printf statement, it's for idea. That's it. That's it. You understood? Okay. Right. This is reading elements, displaying elements. That's right. You can't write Amma. Who is that? I don't know that. But nested for loop is not possible. Just nested for loop is inside the for loop. We use the for loop to take the rows and columns. Two-dimensional arrays. Right. Next, find sum of the elements in an array. They have taken that. We executed the program of that number, sum of the digits of any number integer. Right. We executed that. How to divide? How to take the remainder. Right. Summation. But here, write a program to find the sum of the elements. I have taken 6 elements. I want to display the sum of the elements. Sum of the elements in this, within this. So, how can you write? Sum of the elements within the loop only, whatever element you take. Then after this also you can write. Sum of their elements also you can write. For you can reduce the for I equals to 0, I less than 6, I plus plus. Right? The for loop. Take one more variable. Sum equals to sum plus a of I. That's it. But initially you need to take what is sum. Sum should be 0. Initialize. Sum equals 0. Right? You write this floor bracket or this single line statement. No need. Right? Finally, printf sum of array elements equals to percentile. That is also integer value. Percentile. The sum. Right? You see. Right. Enter the sum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 elements. Sum of the 6 elements. Whatever. You take any element. Sum of array elements equals 21. That's it. Right? So same thing if you want to sum of their elements. It's 21. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. Sir, why again for loop? You can write in this only. Where in this I will write the same. No need to take this for loop. The sum is you write here only. Whenever is here, you write. But there are more than one statement. Take this. Right? Don't want this for loop. That's it. Calculate there only. Right? Display the values. Array elements. Calculate the array elements. That's it. You can write here only. But that's why more than one statement you take this. See this. How will you get? Array elements 6, 5, 7, 4, 8. How many? 1, 0, 10. Total 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 18, 18 plus 12, 30, 30 plus 40. So this sum of array elements equal 40. That's it. Simply. No need to write separate for loop for taking sum equal sum plus array of I. Got it, students? One dimension array, just only row. Got it? Right. Sum of array elements is 40. That's it. Take this. You can take 10 elements also. Right. So how to calculate number of even and odd? If I enter 10 elements, how many even numbers, how many odd numbers, how can you calculate? Right? Students? Right. Using that symbolic constant, use this. If you write symbolic constant here. Sorry. Enter array elements. Taken 7 elements. Take 4. If you take 39. Takes only 6 elements. See, I entered 7 elements, but maximum size is 6 only. That's why array elements are only 6. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 only. I entered one more element also, 3 also, but size is 6 only. It can't take. Then sum of elements 39 only. Yeah. Sum of, write a program to count the number of even and odd elements in the array. Right? Write a program in C to count the number of even and odd elements. Even and odd elements in an array. Whatever elements we entered. Right? See this. Same like if you want to display. You can write a symbolic constant. I told you, hash include size. Ten, suppose. Size is given 10. Now, whatever size they have initialized, the main right. Instead of size, it is initialized there. Int, I'm removing this and completely. Understood this program? Sum of the elements of array. Right. Int array is take A of size. If you take A of size like this. Capital letter write is better. Here also you need to whatever you have given here. Size 10. You write the same size here. Array of size. Integer index value I. Even is for counting number of even elements. That is 0 initially. Same like odd is also equals to 0. Sorry. Even whatever you can give capital and variable name you can give capital also, no problem. Even or odd, whatever. Right? Now enter the array elements. Printf. Enter the array elements. Next lesson. Now for I equals to 0, same read the elements. For I equals to 0, I less than size. I less than size. Yeah, we already defined size I plus plus. Right? Same like scanf percentile d ampersand of A of I. That's it. Then feeding the elements. Once you have taken the elements, then how can you identify the number is even or odd? If array of I is divided by 2, if you get the remainder, it's modulus division. A of I percentile 2 equals to 0. Right? What it means? A of I percentile 2 equals 0. Whenever divided by 2, then it is divided by 2. That's even number. So if condition is true, add the even numbers. Even plus plus. That's even number. Else then add the odd numbers. Odd plus plus. That's it. Count the increment the odd. If it is not divided by 2, that number is not divided by 2. Exactly, that is remainder is 1. That means remainder is 0. That's even number. Increment even number. Remainder is not 0. Increment odd number. Not 0 means that is 1. Right. Then finally print a close the for loop. Where is the for loop? Within the loop only. All these are within the for loop only. Then close. Increment the values in the for loop only. That's it. Right. Now printf number of even numbers and odd numbers. Even numbers equals to percentile D, right? Then odd numbers equals how many? Number of odd numbers equals to percentile D. Then even, comma odd. That's it. Any doubt? Scan a percentile D. Just take the elements from the keyboard. Then if you have percentile, I divided by 2, that's remainder is 0. Increment the even number. Even is 0 initially, but in this I is should not take the capital. This is smaller. Size already taken. Size is 10 here, right? 10 or whatever. 10, yeah, right. 10. Include size 10. Any mistake?
Sir, we have to take into size 10, sir. Or include
Yes,
size 10.
1 minute, wait. Otherwise, you can give here only. You have 10 instead of size. You have 10.
Global value, yes, sir. Adi.
Yeah, yes. That's how I take it. Why you are getting errors? Include size 10. Size I less than size. Any mistakes? Include. Define. Sorry, mistake I have written. Defining, right? Define. We are defining the size of the array. That's it. Typing mistake. Yeah. Enter the array elements. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 77. How many taken? 99, 66. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 elements I have taken. 22, right? 11. 10 elements I have taken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, right? 10 elements I have taken. How many even numbers? How many odd numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 even numbers, 6 odd numbers, right? So this see, there you are getting same one. Even numbers equal to 4, odd numbers equal to 6. That's it. Right? Even numbers equal to 4, odd numbers equal to 6. So give any size is 10 only, maximum. Give less than that. Again 77. Oh, 71. 88. So I have taken 7 elements only. 99. 1, 2. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Even numbers 5, odd numbers 5. That's it. Got it, students? Right, copy this one. This is the symbolic constant. How can you define the size of the array before the main function? Right, got it? Next. Reverse of the number, we have done that program. Reverse of number by dividing that number, taking the remainder, and multiply the remainder by 10 plus add the next remainder, that reverse number into 10 plus remainder. But here reversing of the array elements. Reversing of array elements. Display the array elements, again reversing of the array elements. How can you reverse the array elements? Right? Simply swap first and last elements. First and last element swap. And the second element and last but one element. Just swap. Whenever I becomes j, that is index is from left to right is in the I, index from right to left is j. You compare I less than or equal to j only. Then whenever I becomes j, stop the process. Using the for loop, you can swap, then you can reverse the array elements. Got it, students? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right. Reversing of array elements. Actually, we don't have the timetable for lab session. Lab session unte meeku inka ekko practice avutundi. Ee roju aa roju meeku ledhu kabatti ikkade nenu chuyinchalu. It takes more time to cover the syllabus. Otherwise, there is a separate lab session. చెప్పేస్తే మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తే దట్ విల్ బి వెరీ గుడ్. మీరు చేసే వాళ్ళు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకోండి, వాళ్ళకి నాలెడ్జ్ వస్తుంది. ఇక్కడ వినేసి సినిమా చూసి వచ్చినాక మనం ఏదో కబుర్లు చెప్పుకొని ఉన్నట్టే ఉంటుంది ఇక్కడ. తర్వాత మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయకపోతే ల్యాబ్ సెషన్. సో వాట్ ఎవర్ ద కంపైలర్, ఈ ప్రాక్టీస్ ద ప్రోగ్రామ్స్. ఐ హావ్ సెంట్ యూ నోట్స్, రైట్? ఐ సెంట్ యూ ఐ విల్ సెండ్ arrays and yesterday whatever discussed jump statement.
Assignment also, sir. Sir, assignment not
today already completed. I will share today. Just after class, I will share the assignment. You got assignments, other sections, common for all. Then I will share the assignment. Yeah. Okay. See, right. Now, write a program to reverse the elements of an array. Write a program, see. Okay. Copy this one. Right. Write a program in C to reverse the elements of an array. Right? Then, right. Remove this. You can use this one. R. Okay. Right. Int. I hope you copied this one. I, comma, A of 10. I'm taking 10 elements directly. Static kind of assignment initialization I'm doing. Otherwise, you can take the elements from keyboard also. Right? 1, 2, 5, 6, 77, 99, triple 1, how many elements? 1, 2, 5, 6, 7 elements, right? Triple 2, triple 3, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more element you count it. 7, right? Semicolon. Assigning the array elements. Yes. Index of I is, we take the one temporary variable to swap. Okay, one temporary variable. We use how to swap the using temporary variable. Index for I is left to right is I is index. You take the 0. Index for j is 9. Total 10 elements. Index is 0 to 9. Last element you take 777. You take that index is 9. First element is 0. Initialize. Increment the index of I. Decrement the index of j using the for loop. And swap. That's it. Swapping. For simple program. Otherwise, there is other method also. For I equals to 0, comma, j equal to 9. Within the just two variables I'm taking. This is initialization. Initialization between comma, two variables. If you take two variables initializing, take the comma. Next, I less than j. I less than j. Whenever I becomes more than j or equal, then process is stopped. Increment the I value. I plus j is maximum. J minus. Increment the I value. Decrement the j value. I is 0. First iteration I is 0, j is 9. Then I less than j. Condition is true. Then increment I is 1. Then execute the statements. Then store the I value. A of I value is initially 1. A of j value is 777. Swap these two. A of I is store the A of I into temporary variable. Temp equals to A of I. Store the A of I value into temporary variable. Then A of j value into A of j is nothing but 9 equals to, that is A of, A of j value will be in A of I. A of j, what is A of j value? Initially, from the first iteration, A of j value is 777. That will be stored in the A of I. A of I is 0. A of 0. A of 0 means the first position that should be shifted. Next, A of j equals to the temporary variable. We store the temporary variable into the A of I. First element is stored in the temporary variable. That should be shifted to the last position. A of j is A of 9. Where A of 9 is last position, it should be shifted. That's it. Process repeated until the condition is false. Right? Then printf display the array elements. Display the array elements. I equals to 0. I less than 10. 10 elements you take. I plus. Whether you can take j also. Survey I, you can take j also. Whatever index. Starting index of I, you are taking 0. That's right. Then take for loop for. Friends, are you there? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Nityam bolga. Okay. For. Sorry, printf. Printf is. I'm taking printf now. Printf. Reverse array elements. Array elements of reversing. Otherwise, reverse elements of array. We can write array elements after reversing. Array elements after reversing. Then using for loop. Right? Then how to display elements? Printf. %ld. Right? A of I. You can take the elements from keyboard also, but I initialize the array elements. Right? Okay, see this. So for I. So j is not declared here. Only I have taken I. Right? Yes, array elements after reversing is. What are the elements are taken? 1, 2, 5, 6, 77, 99, 111, 212, 222, 333, 777. The array elements after reversing. That's it. Got it, students? If you want to take elements also from keyboard, you can take. That's your choice. Right? You can take the array elements from the keyboard and reversing them. Right, students? Reversing the other elements, you can reverse the elements. Other program also there in the notes, right? You can see, you can reverse the elements. You take the elements from the keyboard, take the for loop, scanf, then one for loop and scanf, enter the elements, 10 elements, right? Is this again? This is enter the elements, 10 elements immediately. After reversing for this, reversing of array elements, use this one. That's it. Reversing array elements, use this condition. Right, students? Right. Right. Searching happen. What's the time? 12:10. Okay. Who's next hour? Finding maximum minimum. How to search an array element? Suppose the list of elements. If you want to search one element, how can you search? Next, searching of an element. That is called linear search. Right. Next, find the maximum minimum of in the array elements. If I give the 10 elements, if you take the 10 elements, find the maximum element and minimum element in that list. How to find? And sorting of elements. If I give the unsorted elements of 10 elements or 20 elements, how to sort the elements and get in the order. There are two sorting techniques, merge sort, selection sort, and also bubble sort. We'll learn the sorting techniques, searching, linear search and binary search. Then all these are in the one-dimensional array only. Then I will go to the two-dimensional array. Right, students? Okay, I'll stop here. I'll take the attendance. Right? I'll list the programs also. I'll share the assignment today. Your EC, no? Right? Right. Date is 18. Right, 61. Parallelly send the
present, sir. 61 present.
61, 60, 62.
Present, sir. 62.
63.
64.